What's up, guys? It's now time for our first ever show episode of... Wait for it. Ranting in Rides. That's right, guys. First ever episode of a new segment called Ranting in Rides, where we get to go and rant about current events in the automotive world, whether it has to do with a new car coming out or anything like that. This episode happens to actually happen to do with a new car coming out. On today's episode, basically, we're going to be going into the new Supra. Yeah, the topic of everybody's mind right now. In addition to that, we're going to be featuring a Datsun 280ZX. Actually, normally we would feature somebody else's ride, but this episode's a little special, being that it's the first episode and that we're going to be previewing a brand new build series as well. Won't get too deep into that because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. That you'll have to wait till tomorrow for that one. I'm going to be doing different segments each day as much as I can to get to you guys as much as possible so that you have something to fill in your time when you're not able to get out in there and race or build a wrench or whatever and just need some reprieve, something to kick back and watch, hoping I can help you out there. That said, let's get into the rant. So, the new Supra Mark V, or should I say the new BMW Supra. That's right, guys. It is very, 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 very similar in looks to the BMW Z4 as far as the exterior goes. Obviously with a little bit of taste of Toyota on it, but then it's also got the heart of a BMW straight 6 N54 engine, which to some may be a disappointment. I get it. You guys are 2JZ lovers. 700 horsepower without having to do anything to the internals is great. However, it's not so great comparatively when you have to do a little bit of internal upgrades to get past 500 on the N54. I get it. I get where you're coming from. But at the same boat, it's a pretty reliable engine. It's a nice powerhouse. It's a pretty lightweight unit. I mean, the specs on it are not terrible. It's actually a pretty decent car. Granted, yes, I do wish they would have put a Toyota engine. Maybe even a remodel of the 2JZ. That would have been fantastic. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And if you don't like it, buy something else. If you do like it, buy it. But don't hate on those that don't like it. It's a car scene. We're all here to love on each other. We're all here, well, not to love on each other. We're here to love on each other's rides. But mainly we're here to build our own for our own passions. You know, and that's that. We'll get into that rant another time. But yeah, until further notice, let's go check out that 280Z and tell you a little bit more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the site of what will now be the next in our build series. We're going to be building this lovely Datsun 280ZX. Right now it's got some knocking, which is quite unfortunate. But that's okay, because we're going to blow it up for you guys. Basically, we're going to full send, blow the motor up, and then we're going to swap something special into it. So, without further ado, let me show you our next project. Alright guys, don't mind the snow. She's been sitting since the rod knock. The white is just a protective coat so that the no rust gets in or anything like that. We're going to be doing a whole DIY paint job on it. Bring it back to its original glory. As you heard previously, the motor is bad, so we're going to go ahead and blow it up for you guys. Full send style. That'll be sweet. We are keeping the bullet holes because they're just iconic as all get out. She's kind of a mess right now. Like I said, she's been sitting. We're right next to a main road over there, so stuff gets kicked up all the time. I've done a little bit of work already. Nothing too crazy, you know, little switch panels, stuff like that. Some bucket seats with the harness, the 4-point harness. I've got a a wired cable. I can kind of go into detail about that while I'm doing the build series. Like I said, she's a mess. I opened the trunk up once and wind blew and all the leaves came in during the fall. So we'll do a detailing episode, a swap episode and everything like that. But here's the interesting part. This is the donor. Right here, this turd waffle right here. It's got a B204L engine, turboed in it. It's a 2-liter, 4-cylinder, little turbo Saab 900 SE. So we're going to be pulling the engine and whatever else we need and somehow making it work in this guy right here. So yeah, that's the amazing news. Stay tuned. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below. If you hit subscribe, you won't miss a minute, especially when we go to explode it, because yeah, you're not going to want to miss that. You're not going to want to miss a single second of this build and all of my frustrations that go into it. So yeah, there you have it, guys. There's the big news. We're going to be doing a build series on top of the Ranting in Rides series, as well as more to come throughout the next months or so. We're trying to really ramp it up for you guys so you have something better to watch rather than something once every few months or whatever. Content is king, and I know you guys always want something to look at, watch, and whatever. So yeah, as long as I can make you smile, enjoy what you love, and keep the passion real, that's all that matters. If you would like your ride to be featured in any of our episodes, just feel free to comment right down below, or if you're on Facebook, make sure you go ahead and comment or PM the page. SSR video, street scene review, we're here for you. We can make it happen. Just make sure that you don't forget to hit at us. We'd love to feature your ride. We'd love to help. If you have a company or something like that you have vehicles at, we'd love to help promote. Whatever, just let us know. In the meantime, guys, we'll see you on the streets.